What's going on? And welcome back to Rocco's Kitchen. Cheers. Tonight we're going to be making chicken cacciatore, also known as hunter's chicken, because you got a lot of stuff that you would forage from the woods and also some animals you might be killing in the woods. Very rustic dish, delicious. It's one of my favorites and I'm pretty excited. So anyways, let's head on over to the stove and start cooking. But first, don't forget, hit that like and subscribe. Alright, let's get going. So we're going to start by browning our chicken. I got 4 drums and 4 thighs. And I got my Dutch oven heating up over here. So we're just going to add some oil to that pan. Let that get hot. And then we're going to brown this chicken off in batches. You don't want to overcrowd your pan because it'll cool it down and you won't get a nice sear on your chicken. We're going to do these drumsticks and then we'll do the thighs. Drums are looking good. Now we're going to go in with our thighs. Our thighs are nicely browned. We're going to take those out, set them aside. And then we're going to go in with a large dice of a ½ pound of bacon and render that bacon down. Now while our bacon's rendering, we're going to serve this over some white rice. So I got 4 cups of water that I'm bringing to a boil on the back burner. We're going to cook off 2 cups of rice in. See how that bacon is crisping up beautifully? And all that fat in that pan? I'm going to drain off some of this fat. I'm going to keep about half of it. But I'm going to drain off the fat into a mason jar because this stuff is wonderful to cook with. You can't get better than bacon fat to cook with. You want to save that. So we have saved some of our bacon fat. Now we're going to go in with 1 large onion with a large dice. I'm going to add 2 bell peppers, also large dice. 4 stalks of celery, large dice. And 5 cloves of garlic, minced. And we're going to saute that until it starts to get just a little soft. Okay, these vegetables are just starting to sweat. They're still very crisp, which I want. I don't want them to lose all their integrity. Now I'm going in with 4 portobello caps sliced. As well as half a bunch of thyme. Just going to throw that in. In the meantime, our water came to a boil for our rice. We're going to put 2 cups in. Give it a stir. And then once that comes back up to a simmer, we'll put a lid on it and let it simmer for 20 minutes with a lid on. Oh, this looks fantastic. Everything's still real crisp, just starting to sweat. Now we're going to go in with about a cup of a nice dry white wine. Also, a cup of chicken stock. And some passata. I'm using about 24 ounces of passata there. Give that a stir, bring it all together. And we're going to season that with some salt and pepper. And now we're going to add the chicken back in. And then just bring that up to a simmer. And let it cook until that chicken is cooked through. Nice and tender. Alright, we're going to let this simmer away. We'll be right back. Our rice is finished up, so we're going to add a tablespoon of butter and some salt. Give it a little stir. And then we're just going to put the lid back on this rice and let it sit, and that'll help it fluff up. Our chicken is simmered away. It's nice and tender. What do you say we plate this up and take a look at what we got? So after about an hour and a half of stewing away, we got a beautiful dish here. Our chicken's nice and tender. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time on Rocco's Kitchen.